Hey everyone, I haven't made a graphics video in a while, and I came across a couple things that people might run into as far as outline and solid graphics that you want to modify, and I'm going to show you a couple ways to do it in, if it's a vector file in Illustrator, and then quickly in Photoshop too. So here I've got these fish, there's a couple of them. Here's the first one. So it's a solid, and I want it to be, I'm going to save a solid, but I also want an outline version. So if you come over here, there is the stroke, which is the outline, is X'd out. The easiest, fastest way to do it is just hit this little toggle area, or swap fill and stroke thing, and then it'll go to the background X'd out and a stroke. Now it's really thin, so what we want to do is take our stroke, maybe put it up to, I don't know, 8. Now you could play around with that, but now you have a nice stroke outline. Let me deselect it so you can see it. So you have this version too, and it's fast and easy if you have a vector file. Now I've got another vector file that I downloaded, and what I don't like about this one is that outside line is way too thick compared to the inner lines. So I went through and I tried, ungrouping, and if you look over here, it turns out there is no stroke. It's all solid. So that means this line in here is solid. I mean, there's ways to go around it, but I don't have all day to mess around with this, so I'm going to take it into Photoshop because I'm going to end up using it in Photoshop anyway. And a lot of times these graphics aren't vector, they come in, PNG or JPEG, and you don't have that option. So what you want to do is you take your Magic Wand Select tool, and then you select the background. Now sometimes you might have to go on these inner areas, hold down Shift to select multi-areas. And you just keep selecting these inner areas until the background is completely selected. Then you're going to go up to your top bar here and say Select, Modify, Expand. I'm going to expand for this piece. 15 pixels is a good amount to expand, but you can vary that too depending on the thickness or how much you're cutting off. And I'm going to say OK. Then I have my white as my background color over there. I have black on top, white in the background, foreground, background. And I'm going to hit Control Delete and deselect, and then voila, the line is thinner. I have the original one down here, so you can see how it looked before. Or do I? I don't know if I do. Oh yeah, there. See, that's how it looked before. That's the thickness it was, and I feel like that's much better. Makes the piece much better and more to how I want to use it. Now with the other one, again, if you don't have the if it comes like this and you have no choice, it's not a vector, we can just swap it. I've already loaded the selection. I've already saved the selection because it would be easier to do. I hope this is it. Under channel. Because I wouldn't be able to hold down Shift click, but you would take your magic wand and Shift and select all these. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to select, modify selection, and instead of expand, we're going to contract. I'm going to try maybe let's try like a 3 pixel. You contract by the thickness that you want your line. I'm going to try a 3 pixel line. I think that's not enough, so I'm going to undo it. You can play around with this all you want. I'm going to do a pretty big one. Let's contract by let's try 9 pixels. So it's going to contract, it's going to pull in, and then I'm going to Control Delete that, and this is the 9, I'm going to deselect so you can see. That's a 9 pixel line. It was out here and it pulled it in, and then it contracted. So you can do it this way, or you can do it this way. The other Pisces there. But you get the same result. But sometimes it's not vector. A lot of times it's not vector. A lot of times it's just some clip art. And I would make this actually thinner. I'll probably go back and make it thinner. But I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of a few different ways to go about making what's an outline drawing into a silhouette. If it is an outline too, you could do that same thing. You can go in and select that and then fill it with a solid too in Photoshop. Just the opposite. I think I could get it back to there 1 second. So there's where I filled it. Okay, I filled it there. So say you're starting out with this, you just select the inner, and then with black or dark color as your background, Control Delete. Well, it turned into a brownish, but you could do that too. So selecting and filling either with the background or the foreground color of your choice, is a great way to modify graphics to fit your specific needs. Okay, so I hope it helped you out. Thanks for watching. Bye.